Welcome to our regular Transits Fridays. Just checking if my mic is on. So I'm back after 2 weeks of kind of um chaos, must I say? Chaotic energies, chaotic astrological energies, perhaps a little bit reflecting that. But I'm back. This is the important thing. And for the coming week, what we do have is a very Venus emphasized week. I think out of all of the astrological transits, this is the one that really caught my eye, caught my attention. So for this week, between Friday today, the 30th of May, until next week's Friday, which I don't know what day is going to be, but it's already June. I can't believe. Can you? It's like mid 2025 already. Like time is really flying. It's crazy. Anyhow, from this week to next week, beginning of June, we're gonna have Venus shifting to Taurus, and we're also gonna have Chiron conjoined Venus. So I think there are two things there that's really pointing a big sort of attention, sort of, you know, laser focus to that part of our charts, part of our psyches, and our experience in general. So, how have you guys been? What's going on for you? Let me know in the comments. Did you notice that Saturn moving to Aries? How is that going for you? A friend of mine sent me a video of a lady talking about Saturn and Aries in a really funny and wonderful way, really. And one of the things that she said was Saturn in Aries is asking you to use your anger to exfoliate your aura. I thought that was hilarious. And it's like a really fun way of talking about this very important transit of Saturn and Aries, getting really serious about our anger issues, assertion, not caring about what other people think, taking initiative, pioneering, doing things that we want to do, regardless of what everybody else wants us to do. So is it time to master that for the next 2 years and a half? So here we are. This is the chart of today. And again, I did mention to do a video about Saturn in Aries through the houses, um, based on the ascendant, and obviously with the chaos in my life at the moment. I didn't manage to do this video this week, but I'm hoping to be able to do it soon. We've got a new vertical space for the cats, so that's kind of, it's taken a lot of space this week, and amongst other things as well. But anyhow, I don't want to use this to do like a diary confessions. Let me know in the comments how you have been and what's going on with you. And here are the transits for today. We've got a Sun Mercury quite close together. Yesterday, Mercury and the Sun were very, very close at 8 degrees Gemini. They were conjoined basically. Mercury was at the heart of the sun, that we call it, but it happened yesterday. We're still potentially navigating a little bit of that energy, and that was exactly on my Chiron. Talking about it. So I think maybe there's some things there for me to unpack after sharing the Transits Fridays. Anyhow, here's Venus, 23 degrees Aries, is still in a trine to Mars and Leo. But so Saturday, we have Moon joining the Leo kind of energy there. So I do feel that this weekend could be a fun one, but it could also mean that we are dealing with our Venusian wounds, the things that we are very, very deeply wounded in connection to Venus. So money, finances, values, relationships, love, self-worth, all of that will be triggered. And obviously, whatever it is that's more important to you at the moment will be under the spotlight during this weekend. Obviously, Chiron is about getting in touch with those wounds, but it's also about healing those wounds, potentially soothing those wounds, offering that back to the world as well, right? Chiron and someone said our deepest wounds are also our greatest gifts, and something that we can really offer to society, offer back. So we could get in touch with that over the weekend. Here, 1st of June on Sunday, and we've got Chiron and Venus conjoined. So the exact conjunction happens on Sunday. So this is a day to enjoy yourself, have fun, be playful, as in trying to the moon in Leo, but also be aware of the potential triggers, that might be a lot of triggers. And we can try and find glimmers. I talked about glimmers before, and I think it's such a wonderful way of seeing, because we mention our triggers a lot. We mention being triggered a lot, but we don't mention being glimmered. So when we find glimmers is when we find things that are the opposite of triggers. They don't activate our wounds, our insecurities, or self-doubt. They actually soothe us. So glimmers are really all about soothing the nervous system. So sunbathing, slow mornings. I'm just mentioning some of my own glimmers. Spending time with my cats, like having my cat on my lap, purring is a glimmer, and so on. And I think with the fire signs here, those glimmers could be connected with fun, self-expression, creativity as well, you know, identity, anything that has to do with an expression of who we are could be really fun this weekend. And obviously in Aries is encouraging us to be more self-reliant, to pay attention to what our desires are, like what we want, rather than what everybody else wants from us. So this is one of the, big things for this week here, is to pay attention to that and navigate this energy um on this weekend. Now, the next big thing here for this week. In general, I think the general vibe of the week as well, based on the lunar phase, is of growth, of like moving ahead, right? Of setting sails a little bit, because um we had a new moon last week, and that sort of time to go inwards, to reflect, to rest, etc., is kind of gone based on the lunar phase, right? We all have our own rhythms as well. Personally, we talked about that yesterday in my academy, about organic rhythms, organic cycles. They are your own personal cycles rather than any other. But anyhow, considering the lunar cycle, this is a time to take action, is a crisis point on the lunar cycle. So the moon will be squaring the sun on Monday. And as a time to take action, to improve, to create, to go forward, to go further, a square mutable signs season as well as a time to learn. It's wonderful to take action connected to learning, something that you've always wanted to learn, you've been wanting to, and it's a great opportunity there. But another important thing here is the ingress from Venus. So Venus entering Taurus, and that happens on Friday. So that's another powerful energy here for this week, is the ingress, as Venus getting ready to shift, to leave Aries. So we have that conjunction with Chiron, and shortly after, Venus moving to Taurus and entering its own sign, its own domain. So there is a bit of an emphasis there on that flavor. And we also end the week with the moon in Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So again, there's an emphasis here on the Venusian realm, all about Venus a little bit. So use this week to reflect on that. Use your tarot readings to inquire a little bit more on that, to ask questions about Venus, about your connection to Venus. Funny enough, on my daily spread, I got Venus. I got the Empress as the culmination of my daily reading today. So wonderful that I'm actually talking about her. So it's an energy that we gotta get in touch during this week and understand where our blockages are, where we can improve our connection with this archetype, this beautiful archetype, in fact. So that's it. I will hopefully be posting more videos soon, if life allows me and things move a little bit smoother. I finished one of my master classes, so I'll have a little bit more free time. And then I really want to be creative. I really want to be creative, create something new, and Um, yeah, work on some new exciting projects as well. So that's it. Take care. Let me know in the comments what you're doing. Let me know where your Venus is as well. And I'll be seeing you all next week. So take care. Mwah. Big kiss. Lots of love. Enjoy the ride. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye now.